there, Erica from Food Report here. Thanks so much for joining us today. As always, if you like what we do here, please like and subscribe. Remember to share because fitness is always more fun with a friend. Today, we're going to be going over 3 exercises to build strong, powerful, stable, mobile hips. All right, so what you'll need for today is a mini band or a regular band with the handles on it, okay? So it's up to you. You can use either one. I use both. Love these because they're super easy to throw in my bag, and I have it. Something like this would probably not be right as mobile. So your choice, let's do it. So I'm back. I have my trusty little PVC pipe here. You can always use like a broomstick or a table or a chair or anything like that. I'm using this for stability. So our first exercise is going to be a femur circle. All right, so I'm gonna plant my feet. I'm gonna weight shift to one side. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start drawing little circles with my thigh bone, with my femur, okay? So just drawing them around. I'm feeling as if like the head of my femur and my hip socket, like the head of it is like a spoon, like a wooden spoon. And my hip socket is like a bowl, okay, or a pot, right? So we got our spoon and our bowl or our pot, and we're just circling around. I'm gonna go ahead and take it the other way a couple times. Notice how small my range of motion is, okay? What we're not doing is all of this action. I had like 3 pops in my back that weren't like good adjustments just now, right? So like take all this action out. Let's get stable. Let's stack head, neck, shoulders, ribs, pelvis, and then being able to stay in that position. How big can you make that circle? You can also go, one way and then the other, which you've seen me do before. All right. And then you just kind of play with what you can continue to manage, staying nice and stacked, right? And then I'm using this like stability piece here today because I want you to know that it's okay. And I would rather you use something to help keep you stable so that you are able to perform the exercise. So maybe it's like you do these little small ones, right? Like I'm doing here, okay? And you're able like, oh, I can do the small ones. And then you can let this go and then try doing the small ones with the balance. And then maybe when you start taking the range to be a little bit bigger, then that's when we pull the stick back around. And then once you get used to that range, you can get rid of your stick. So a couple of options there. Let's hit the next exercise. We're back. Now it's time for our monster walks, okay? I know everybody's got a monster walk. People love monster walk. You're like, this isn't new. That's totally cool. You're right. It's not new. But I'm going to show you some of my favorite tips with them. So I am actually going to use the band with the handles on this one because I'm going to show you how easy it is to make the resistance more or less. When you're working with a mini band, you're really kind of stuck with what resistance you choose. I'm a bigger fan for my monster walks. I'm a bigger fan of the power band systems, bands. I'm a loyalist there. I buy them on Amazon in bulk because you never know when you break one, you lose one. But it's just because with the fabric bands, and I have a couple of different sets, I believe that even that heavy ones allow you to go too wide with the thigh bones, okay? So I'm going to show you what I mean. So I'm going to grab this guy. I don't think you can see my feet in this frame, but we'll lift. All right, so we're going to stand on the band, all right? And then I like to cross it over. Okay, so I'm standing on like the arches of my feet. So just so you know, my outside edges of my feet are lined up with my hip bones. They will never go wider than that. Also, my thigh bones and my knees will never travel outside the width of the outside line of my feet. So when I do these, they're so small. So I'm gonna squat down as low as I can. So as soon as I did that, my band shrunk. So here we go. Here's our lesson in making that band a little bit tighter, some more resistance. Oh, let's grab it. Here we go. So I'm squatting nice and low. I can already feel the whole cylinder of my legs and my glutes. And then I'm going to take the tiniest step over. I mean, literally, I don't even know if that was an inch. That's all you need. And then I'm going to push off the inside of the other leg to bring it to the other one. So I'm keeping tension, all right, in the band the whole time. And I'm going to have a little like 1-inch step. I'm holding the tension so much that I really couldn't do more than that. And then I just push off the inside of the foot and step. So out and then step. I'm thinking about externally rotating my thigh bones and my hip socket. And even though I'm thinking about that, my thigh bones pretty much still stay in parallel. My knee is tracking over my second and my third toe. And again, I'm taking little bitty steps here. My whole entire cylinder of my thigh, muscular cylinder of my thigh, I'm gonna go back the other way, is burning right now. My hips are burning. I have sweat dripping down the front of my chest. That might have been too much information, but seriously, small little steps, tight, consistent resistance on this band. And I don't need to take these humongous steps that throws my entire chain out of alignment, that sends me, into maybe this over external rotation piece that sends my knee over, my pinky toe. We're not doing that. We're being disciplined. We're being precise. We're staying connected, and it'll be amazing for you how much you feel. Give it a try. All right, we're here with our final exercise of our 3 for today for the hip. So this one is something that I have done and still continue to do. So I did this a lot with, no weight. You can absolutely 100% add weight if you want. I'm going to show it to you without adding the weight. I learned this in physical therapy when I was working back from my knee injury, okay? And then I've seen a twist on this from Vernon Griffith, and I love it, all right? So it's a single leg deadlift, and there's a little bit of rotation with it that really gets to fire up the glute, all right? So I am in legs kind of close to start, and then I'm gonna weight shift onto the left leg. So when I do that, the first thing I'm thinking about is I am pushing the floor away, and doing that, right, it activates glute because I'm in hip extension in this side, all right? So as I start to tip over, I want to still feel that work in my glute, all right? So you may slightly bend your knee. That is okay. Just make sure you still feel the work in the glute. And the Vernon Griffin part is a little bit of rotation to that standing leg side as you hinge, and then you come up, again, push that floor away, pull the hips through. Holy cow, warmth, warmth, warmth. I love it. Again, I'm just gonna tip over. I'm gonna really focus on this left butt cheek to still feel the energy in that glute as I hip hinge, okay? Definitely a balance challenge here, so you can definitely grab your little stability piece if you want here, because again, the important piece is getting this hip hinge movement, feeling the fire in that glute, and it's not about a haze of the balance. So 100% grab a little stability piece if you need to, okay? All right, so let's do the other side for a couple. So again, I'm gonna bring my legs closer together, then I'm gonna weight shift to the right leg. And again, I'm not gonna start going until I feel this right leg. I have to work harder. This is my stronger side. So I have to work harder to be okay, there it is. I got it. I'm locked in, okay? So now that I'm locked in, I gotta keep that energy as I hinge, and there's a little rotation. Whew, got it. And then I wanna hold onto it as I come back into hip extension. So again, I feel it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start my movement. Energy. Mind, where the mind goes, the energy goes. So my mind is on this glute the whole time. I'll do one more here. Again, feel free, see there's my balance. Feel free to use a little stability help with it, especially if that allows you to stay in that hip, all right? So those are our 3 exercises. Add them to any workout you're doing right now. Again, at this point now we have shoulders, we have hips. I did one more, you guys, and I can't think of it. Welcome to my world. But check out our videos, you'll see them there. So at this point, I have 3 workouts. I have these 3 add-ons, string them together, and that's starting you on being able to have a little workout on the go there. All right, I hope you enjoyed it. Again, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, share. We'll see you next week. Bye.